Hey there to my 43 subscribers, my future subscribers, and all the people that secretly watch me without subscribing. Today I'm wanting to do something for exploring, and I'm kind of stuck at home, so I got to check in trying to figure out what I wanted to do, and it was suggested for me to do like a virtual tour of museums or whatever, but as much as I tried to get interested in the museums, I really wasn't. um, I'm not saying that museums are a bad thing. I don't know. They just didn't seem that interesting today. And so then I thought, what am I interested in? And I'm fascinated by some of the older architecture, and especially the buildings that look kind of like castles and stuff. And so I've decided to do a video on the Eastern, I think it's the Eastern State Penitentiary, and gonna do it a little differently this time. I'm going to try out this program so you can watch what I'm doing as I'm doing it. And I mean, I'm not going live, but you can watch as I'm clicking on things. But anyway, so let's get to it. Okay, so this website is Eastern State Penitentiary. I will try to remember to put a link in the description if you guys want to check it out, because I know there's no way we can sit here and explore the entire prison in one sitting. Nobody has that kind of patience. And besides, you guys might want to go through doorways that I didn't go through, or that I don't go through. So, anyway, we scroll down to their interactive map, and we'll start here outside. The facade. When Eastern State opened in 1829, it did not look like any other building in Philadelphia. In fact, the prison, which was the largest building in the United States at the time, was 2 miles outside of the city. Since the building itself was intended to deter crime, Eastern State was designed to resemble a medieval or Gothic castle, which would definitely not deter me, but okay. Architect John Haviland said that the building should strike fear into the hearts of those who thought of committing a crime. Today, the prison is in the downtown Philadelphia area, downtown Philadelphia. I'm adding words. Okay. So, we blow it up, and we can zoom out just a little bit and look to see the location. It is definitely downtown. The car is, I don't know, moving too fast, I guess. And you can see where it's at. So we can zoom in if we want to, and we can click to go forward. It takes us into this little entryway here. It takes a minute to render. Oh, I guess it took us past the entryway. I clicked a little too far. So it counted as a couple of clicks, but anyway, that is the area. And then it goes into what I would refer to as a courtyard. Little tiny patch of grass. Go forward a little more, and you can go that way, or you can go back, or you can go inside. Can't go that way. So anyway, we'll just go one more click just because. And looks like the coating is coming off the wall, so I would assume you'd want to be really careful. There's a little thing about Al Capone, and I think it says intake, so I'm assuming this is the area where they take inmates in and get them all ready. Or maybe that's what this is. I don't know. Oops. We went a little too far. Okay, and now I'm just going all over the place. Okay, let's get out of this screen. And we'll go to the next click, which is right not too far into the entrance. And that's Al Capone's cell. In 1929, famous gangster Alphonse Scarface Capone spent 8 months of his life in his cell. The Philadelphia Daily Ledger reported that Capone was enjoying many luxuries during his stay at Eastern. Reportedly, his cell was furnished with large oriental rugs on the floor, oil paintings on the walls, and a cabinet radio. The cell has been restored to its appearance during Capone's stay. So let's blow that up. If you zoom out, you can see this is metal, large grate door, whatever. You zoom in, check out what the cell actually looked like on the inside. Of course, other inmates don't get this nice furniture when they're locked up. It says you can only go this way, which is where we were just at, I believe. Oh yeah, so yeah, that's some information about Al Capone's cell. So that's where we were just looking. And let's go to the next screen. The next one, down here, the synagogue. In 1907, Jewish inmates serving time at Eastern State had access to rabbinical council, but had no formal place of worship. By 1925, there were 34 Jewish inmates incarcerated, making them a small but growing presence in the larger prison population. In fall of 1927, construction began on the Eastern State Penitentiary Synagogue in the former exercise yards of Cell Block 7. It is believed to be the first prison synagogue in America. By 1929, the Jewish inmate population, now numbering 49, was worshiping here. The synagogue was restored in 2008. So let's take a look at it. Beautiful woodwork. I don't know if it looked that way back when it was a prison, but it says there's an audio tour, number 18, so I guess maybe you can set up your phone to listen to whatever they have to say about it. But that's what this area looks like. And zoom back out. And that is the only way we can go, which takes us outside. I don't know what that sign says because we're too close. I don't know if we can. Okay, they don't want to cooperate. I don't know. Okay, so let's go on to the next spot, which is right here, almost to the center. Cell Block 7. In May 1833, architect John Haviland created a new model for Cell Block 7, with several advantages over earlier cell blocks at the site. The most noticeable difference between Cell Block 7 and the previous two-story blocks, 4, 5, and 6, is the 30-foot barrel vault ceiling. In addition, Haviland set the catwalks back so they did not hang over the first floor. This made the block brighter and contributed to the cathedral-like atmosphere. When Cell Block 7 was finished in 1836, it marked the completion of the original construction of Eastern State Penitentiary. So let's go back up here and blow it up. And looks like we're up on the second floor here. Trying not to click where I'm not supposed to so it doesn't glitch on me. It says we can go left or right. So let's see. I don't know if it's which room it's taking us into. It looks, I don't know. Ooh, well that's a little creepy. Or even more creepy. Mannequins with bags over their heads. I'm not sure what the point of the bags over the head are, or why that's glowing green down there. And over here. Okay. It's a little strange, but interesting. At least I assume those are mannequins. I doubt they're people dressed up as prisoners, are they? They wouldn't do that, would they? One more clip, just curiosity. And where are we? We're back upstairs. Looks like a bunch of furniture up here. I don't know. Okay, so we're back upstairs. Okay, I'm not going to continue because we want to check out the rest of the place. So let's click in the middle. It says Surveillance Hub. The Penitentiary's rotunda is the physical and symbolic center of the prison. This distinctive architectural feature, designed for surveillance into the radiating cell blocks, was copied in hundreds of prisons during the 19th century and provides one of the most powerful visitor experiences today. The 7 original cell blocks and the south quarter can be seen through the 8 arched doors around the room. And so you can see each section is numbered. Well, there's 8 arches, but the 8th one is marked 8 and 9 and exit. I don't really understand what the 9 part is, but that's okay. So here we've got a model of what the prison looks like. There's a photo of what it looks like from above, or what it used to look like. Looks like there's a place for somebody to sit with a fan, garbage cans, maps. I don't know what that black thing is there, but okay. And I don't know what that is either. Yeah, I can't really see it that good. So anyway, that's that one. Just to show you though, you can just click and go into any hallway, corridor, or whatever you want to call it, cell block. See, this is showing the hospital information, which I'm sure it'll get to before too long. Let's close that one. And we'll move on to this next one back here. It's an area that looks a little different than the rest of it. So let's check it out. Kitchen and bakery. The freestanding building shown here is the kitchen. It was built in 1903. What looks like a porch is a loading dock, and the big hole in front is the old truck scale. There is still some debate over the food at Eastern. Some inmates thought it was pretty good, and some inmates had a very different opinion. Okay, so this is the where they made the food. I don't know if that may be what they were talking about, the loading dock. This is the outer wall that surrounds the prison. It says we can go this direction, so we can see a little bit more of this structure. And I mean, I really love this building. Honestly, I love these buildings. But I don't know what's in the bush. It looked kind of like rope or something. Still looks like rope. That's weird. Okay. And we cannot go that direction. It says we can go this way. Oh, they've got it all marked off because it caved in. Wow, what a mess. Can't go either direction because of damage to the floor and ceilings. Got damage to the floor this direction and ceiling the other direction. What if you go this way? Just real quick, curiosity. Just a lot of broken windows. One more click. Okay. Apparently we're walking between buildings here, so there's not a whole lot to look at unless you just like the architecture like I do, but oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I accidentally clicked on something and it showed something different. Okay, so there's more cave-in, more damage. I know, I said only one more click, but I'm interested in the damage too. So, it just takes a second for it to load everything. Should I go into one of these rooms? Just one. I promise. Then I'll move on. Yeah, there's just a lot of damage, so you can't really explore. There's the stove. Okay, I will exit this. I promise. We'll move on. Okay, next we're going to this empty spot over here. It says in 1952, a powerhouse and maintenance shop were demolished to make way for the baseball field, which also doubled as the football field. A baseball backstop with field goalposts is visible directly in front of the central guard tower. Sorry, I had to do it. A home run fence can be seen on top of the 30-foot high perimeter walls. And let me click. It says Eastern State in ruin. Oh, it's showing the damages and stuff. And this picture must show what's over there. But we're here, so might as well go look. Looks like there's somebody sitting over here too. Is that a person? Yeah, there's a person using one of those rest chairs, I guess. Whoa, got real close real fast. Okay, so this is an art installation. It says U.S. rate of incarceration. Okay, we'll just leave it like this so I can see it. The United States prison population has grown at a historic rate in the past 40 years. For more than a century, the U.S. imprisoned between 100 and 200 people for every 100,000 citizens. That began to change around the time that Eastern State Penitentiary closed in 1970. New laws and longer prison sentences have led to massive increases in the number of Americans sent to prison. Today, the U.S. imprisons more than 700 people for every 100,000 citizens. This is by far the highest rate of incarceration in the world. Crime rates have gone up and down throughout these years. They are largely independent of the rate of incarceration. So they're showing the rate of incarceration based on population, and pointed out that rate of incarceration and the rate of crime don't match, which is really insane. Nearly 600% growth in number of U.S. prisoners between 1970 and 2010. Yeah, the United States is a little crazy. But there's some more of the prison there. It's supposed to be the baseball field. Let's go on to the next section, which is right here. And it says hospital. By the late 1800s, Eastern State needed a complete state-of-the-art hospital. Diseases, especially tuberculosis, spread quickly in the cramped, crowded cell blocks. Cell Block 3 housed an operating room, laboratories, pharmacy, X-ray lab, hydrotherapy rooms, psychiatric department, and a solarium for treating tuberculosis patients. So let's blow that one up. Okay, so it shows we can go two different directions. That's outside. I don't know why we can't go outside. That looks like that's the middle of the prison there. So let's go this way. Oh wait, what's that? Memories of the Penitentiary Hospital. So I don't know what all that is. A lot of speech and stuff that I guess you can listen to. Oh, I think this is where we were a little while ago. See, the hospital articles. So let's go this way. A little further. And then now it says we can go right. So it takes us into this room with the cabinets. This must be where they kept all the medications and stuff. And then we go in the next room. And this must be the surgery room. Oh yeah, it says operating room right there. So, yeah, can't go that way because of damage. So we'll go ahead and exit and go to the next part. There's two parts left. The hole. Underground are 4 small cells with low ceilings and no plumbing. Isolation was always used at Eastern State Penitentiary, but its use changed drastically over time. In the 20th century, isolation at Eastern State was used as punishment. Prior to that time, it was the basic correctional philosophy. At every prison, punishment cells are called, in the inmate slang, the hole. Here at Eastern, this place was also called Klondike. So there's 2 directions we can go. That one looks like it's up out of the hole, so we are going this way. Through the plumbing, which is amazing. There's no plumbing in the hole. Oh, I think I just went through a wall. I don't think that was supposed to happen. Oh boy. Okay. Little glitch. Let's try it again. Let's try to do this without walking through walls. Huh. Well, I guess I walked through a wall anyway. So there's their toilet sink. There's a light fixture. And we are no longer, let's see, well, we might be where we were. Oh yeah. We're still in this corridor. Underground, in the hole. Okay. Let's head back out of the hole and see what we got out here. A sign that talks about the hole, or the Klondike. And, of course, the hole is a hole in the ground, so that's, you know, to be expected, I guess. And that looks like it just goes on for a long ways, so we'll go on to the last location. The last location is Death Row. Cell Block 15 opened in April 1959, replacing Cell Block 13 as the maximum security block. Extending from the end of cell block 2, cell block 15 had 17 cells on each of its 2 floors. This block became known as Death Row when men with death sentences were placed here between 1959 and 1961. However, there were never any executions at Eastern State. In order to minimize contact between inmates and guards, a row of bars was installed in the center of the corridor, creating 2 distinct hallways. When the prison was closed in 1971, these bars, as well as the cell doors, were removed and sold for scrap metal. So let's look at the last one here. It looks like we can go forward 1 click. And it shows us notable inmate Elmo Smith. I don't know anything about him, but here you can see where this used to be separated right here. And so you can go this direction. And I believe those are the different buttons for opening the different cells. And continue out. Yeah, you can see there's 2 sides to that. And that's the prison there. Overgrown with trees. Oh, I don't know what just happened. I'm way zoomed in. Okay, hold on. It glitched on me. Alright, well, okay, so that's showing Death Row. See, there's 2 sections there. So, anyway, that's all. I don't want to keep clicking and end up in Timbuktu or something. So, anyway, that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed it. Please check it out. If you want to see more of it, I'll probably be playing with it for a while just to look around all down each of the corridors and stuff, because I'm curious, you know. So anyway, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll be back next weekend. I haven't looked yet, so I don't remember what next weekend's videos are, but yeah, I'll be back. So thank you. Bye.
It's a club full of nuts. Get the hater out of here. Make room for the slut. Let the girl come through. Make room for the butt. Let her drink, dance, smoke, fuck like TV. Shay, she too turned up. I pull up.